Yep, I can see them. So there is, I think, like 28 different fruits in this game here, and majority of them are pretty bad. But then you get some of the more end game ones, and they're really good. But starting off, we have the commons, which are rocket, spin, chop, spring, bomb, smoke, spike, flame, and falcon. Which those are all, not too good. So with rocket, you just got rocket, you got rocket, you got rocket, and you got rocket. Who would have guessed? And then for spin, this is a pretty good one. I like spin. You got you really just slashing them up. You got a little tornado move. You got some little slashes. Then you also got, oh, hold on a second. Also, here's the fox slam. This is one I was really excited about last night. You got like the little curse. Oh, if I can hit that. And you also got just a flamethrower. Here we go. Here's the little curse. There we go. But what I was saying before was this has a very goofy flight. You can't really see it, but your arms are just flailing around, just like a helicopter. And then you got Chop, which in the anime it's a clown, and Chop is like you can pull yourself up. You pretty much turn into a Lego. So guys with swords, they can't. Do these guys have swords? Yeah, sword guys, they can't hurt you. They can't hit you because you just keep on falling apart. But for this, you pretty much just throw your torso at them. You got very rapid punches, and then you got the most cursed thing you're probably gonna see so far. You just start flailing your arms around at them all, and a helicopter is pretty much the last one, but your legs instead of your arms flailing, your legs are now flailing around. And then you have what's next? I think spring. Yeah, spring's pretty funny. Spring is another one of those pretty basic ones. A lot the common ones are very basic. You got uh you got spring arm, just punch them backwards. You got a longer one. You got the snipe, which just jump towards them. You got spring cannon, just a little bit of a knockback, and then you have a pretty cool little one. But the thing with spring though is, as you know, springs bounce. So if you're in a tight space and you use the quote unquote mobility of this move, um, you bounce. Who would have guessed? Oh! This is the POV of the fly in your house at nighttime. Okay, well that's enough of that. Also, you'll see underneath, like where it says the name of like spin and chop, it says like neutral or natural. I mean, natural elementals they can't get hurt by some guys. Like they can't normally get hurt by people who don't have like a special ability on. Beast fruits have transformations, so they turn into something else, and naturals are just kind of normal. That's really all they are. So like the mammoth, the beast, or the mammoth, the T Rex, the venom, dragon, which I don't have because dragon's being reworked right now. Leopard and kitsune, those are all beast fruits, so they have a transformation to them. Now the next fruit is bomb, and you'll never guess what bomb does. It's just you'll never know what the bomb fruit can possibly do. Now get this, bomb, you could use bomb, you could use bomb, you could use bomb, you could use nuke yourself, you could do bomb. Man, who would have guessed bomb can use bomb moves? It's crazy. Bomb is pretty good though. Jokes aside, that last move, the self-destruct, does a lot of damage. The only thing with bomb is if in the bottom left you can see my health. When I use self-destruct, it actually drains. I think like 25% of my health. But it does a lot of damage though, and has a very big attack range area, whatever you want to call it. Then you have smoke. Smoke is the first elemental fruit. It's not gonna work here because these guys all have the hockey, which means like you could hit the people. But you have smoke slam, which is just kind of like you slam them down. You got smoke blast. That's a pretty good move. It stuns them for a little bit. Smoke liberation. Oh, I missed. Then you had a bomber. You just just start dropping bombs on people. It's definitely better than like rocket and stuff. It's still not that good though. Let's see what's next. I think Falcon's next. And a Spike is. Spike's pretty funny. It's a lot better than the commons, but it's still not that good though. It has one of my favorite moves, which is Spike Ball. But first you got Spike. Who would have guessed? Oh, you got like a chainsaw move. I wasn't close enough for that, unfortunately. You have Spike Barrage, which is just spikes. But then you have a Spike Ball, which is like one of my favorite moves. You just turn into a death ball. Okay. Let's see what's next. Next should be either Flame or Falcon. Which if it's Flame, Flame's pretty cool. Yeah, Flame is. So in this game, there's a couple fruits that you can awaken where, unlike, they're not normally like how you can get like how I have them. When you first get them, they're gonna be like weaker versions of each move, but you can use some quests and stuff to use to upgrade them. So the first one here, you got blue flame bullets, which you shoot some little explosions. You got the longest range move I've seen, which also just sets the ground on fire here. You got a little tornado with more fire. And then you have the first like big move in this game, which is Hell's Core, which is pretty big. It's a big move, but there are definitely going to be bigger ones later on. And then you have Rocket Flight, which is a lot quicker than some of the ones that you've seen so far. Oh, hey, look, a fruit. So you can also you can also randomly find fruits to surround a map. And this one here is Chop, which you've already seen. So there's no need to eat it or anything. There we go. Just let's throw the sun at those people there. Next is Falcon, which is easily considered the worst fruit in the game. This is definitely. I will agree. Besides, like maybe one other one, this is definitely the worst fruit in the game. If you don't use the square move, like when he gives you the wings, you cannot use any ability. Like you can't use any of the moves. So obviously that's a waste of a move. Then you have, oh, exhilarating. You got Bone Crusher. It's not bad, but you just kind of throw them down. And then, sorry, believe it or not, you could fly. Who would have guessed? You got wings and you could use them. Next, let's see what's next. Ice. Ice is definitely one of the better fruits in the game, just because in PvP this thing is amazing because there is a lot of stunning on this here. You got Cold Storm, which pushes them forward, kind of stuns them a little bit. You got the Glacial Surge, which is some really big spikes. You got Ice Bird, which stuns them. And then you have Absolute Zero, which is another pretty decently big move. But the thing I like about this is the transportation, because it is very glitchy. It's very glitchy. It should not do the things that it does. It does not. This is every time I see this, I just imagine the Gmod like a ragdoll sound. Is that what it is? A ragdoll sound? It's good, and it's a pretty decent move. It's pretty quick, but it just does not do hitboxes too good at all. It should not be doing this. Anyway, let's see what's next. Next should be sand, which is actually one of my favorite fruits. Sand is really good. It's another one of the fruits that in game it works a lot better than it does on NPCs because it's good for PvP. For the flight, you can just tornado. Your legs become sand and becomes a tornado. Yeah. You got Desert Blade. Has a really long range on it, so it hits a bunch of people. You got Sandstorm. And our little tornado move picks them up. You got Sand Coffin, which I like because it's a really nice combo starter. When they're up in the air, it allows you to like just do whatever you kind of really want to them. You could use more attack. You could use your melees and stuff. You got Deep Sand, which is a big old colorful nuke. Let's see. I think Dark is next, which Dark is another really good one. Which Dark is elemental, so same with like sand, ice, flame. They can't hit me because I have like an elemental body. Anyway, though, you have Dimensional Slash, which is a pretty cool move. What do you mean? It's just this definitely not at all suspicious splooge on a screen with eyes. I have no idea what you're talking about. Wow. Abyssal Darkness is a really good move because it stuns him and pulls him towards you, which for combos is really good. You have another big stun, which like so when they're stunned they can't move at all. And then World of Darkness is just a black hole. And for the transportation on this isn't really that good, but it's nice because you just teleport. This gives you a little teleportation, which is pretty decent to use. Next we have Diamond, which is I really do not know why Diamond is as high as it is, because Diamond is just very mediocre. You can say it's the same way with Falcon. You can't use any moves unless you have your Diamond body, but with Diamond you can tackle, you can shoot some stuff. And the only good move is Solar Flare, because what happens is it blinds the enemy. So if they're near you, their whole screen goes white for a couple seconds, which is nice, but it's not enough to use. But the one good thing about Diamond is your body becomes hard as Diamond, and you take a lot less damage than you normally would. So like you can see down on my health there, you'll be able to see that without the Diamond, They do a decent amount. But when I do have diamond on, though, do they do... Actually, do they do less? I can't really tell. Well, they should be doing less. Diamond gives you some protection. What's next? Next we have light, which light is my main fruit. Like I said, my whole avatar is based around light. Just I always liked like having an outfit based off of what you use in a game, but just one of the goofy things that I like. So with this one, you have Divine Arrow, which is a nice crossbow, which has very long range and has a nice little sun move and everything. So just for example, that little guy over there, it got a lot of range on it. You can just smite people with a light. It's just a beam of light. You have easily my favorite combo, which is with the my fighting style. You use the one move. Oh well, of course it didn't do it because I was trying to show it off. Of course it wouldn't. Anyway, though, here I'll show it again here in 1 second. The Lightspeed Destroyer, you kind of just throw them around. This move reminds me a lot of Dragon Ball. You just pick them up and throw them around and slam them down to the ground. You have the Wrath of God, which is just lots of spears coming down. And then you have the fastest flight in the game, which is Shining Flight. Actually, hold on, there's a person trying to fight me here. Hold on. Oh. Oh, this is a bit of a spoiler, but this is Doe he's fighting me with. Doe is considerably one of the best fruits in the game to PvP with. Hold on, I got this. There we go, there's the combo. Yeah, some of the endgame fruits get a lot crazier than some of the first ones. They said we'll get into that though. How did that not hit him? Oh, I hit the NPC. Are you serious? Stupid guy was just standing there. Right now I have a oh, he left. He left the game. He was surviving too. Why did he leave? Oh well. Anyway, as we were showing off there before we were so rudely interrupted, we have what's next? We got rubber. Which rubber is overpowered in the right hands, but I am not the right hands. This is the main fruit for a character, like the main character's fruit in One Piece, which is you become a rubber man. You could have a extended punch, which is just like your melee. You could just punch them from far. You have cannon, which you kind of just charge your arms back and you throw at them. You have long legs. And you have, kind of similar to the one we saw before, we got this. Just very rapid punches. But then, this has the first transformation here, which you're going to see, which doesn't really change actually anything. But what it does do is it powers up all your moves that you once had. So now the melee is much faster now. The cannon is much stronger now. And the leg one teleports them and slams. And then a rush is a little bit faster. Just a little bit faster. And then the transportation is kind of funny because it actually technically is the fastest in the game, but it's very situational though. So let's just say we cling onto this. And that sends you very far. But if there's not like objects around, you can't really grab onto them, and then you really don't go as far. So it really depends on what's around you. Oh, I sound like a mammoth. What's next? Next one's gonna be barrier, which is just, well, in better sense, Trump, because you build walls constantly. You got wall. You got a little slam down, transportation slam down. You got one of my favorite moves because it's just such a goofy move. You just got goodbye. You can start pulling wherever you want to, and then you got the towers. It's just, they said it allows you to trap people underneath there, which is very helpful in PvP. And then you have the most overpowered, most useful things in the game. You got stairs. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, let's go. Check out this speed right here. Easily the best flight in the game. Next should be, I think, what is it? Next is Ghost, which Ghost is actually the first like actually cool fruit in the game because it has a bunch of like little traits to it. First one you got you kind of like possess people and you stun them for a little bit. You got a pretty big AOE. You got the very first one of the very cool first looking moves. You got just a yell. See, but then Ghost, what you could do with Ghost is you could multiply yourself. So now all your moves are gonna be hitting 3 times instead of just 1. So he got hit with that 3 times, and the Ghosts do fight people as well. They're not very good at fighting, but they do fight though. Oh, he killed my ghost. Which is okay. There's another person here. They can also be very good for meat shields because they're it's kind of hard to tell who is who. Okay, here we go. Here's V4, by the way. V4 is like one of the very most late game things, and with mine, which is Angel, when you get close enough to where they use V4, they bow down to you. That soul guitar, that is a very end game thing. Okay, well, I didn't win that because Ghost is a very close range fruit. But I'm not sure if you saw it or not. Ghost has another little cool trait where when you die, you actually come back to life, like as a ghost. Here, let's see if these guys can kill me. Hey, you, come here, come here. So watch my health there. When I die, I come back to life with with like half my health, I think. Yeah, there we go. So I said you're on your last life and you get half your health back. So in PvP, it's very helpful. But unfortunately, Ghost is not a long range move, so you can't really do too much with it. Let's see what's next. Next we have Magma, which Magma is another awakened fruit, and this is definitely like the first like crazy fruit you can get because this is the best fruit for grinding because it does a lot of damage. You got Magma Shower, which does a lot of damage. You gotta keep in mind my stats are mostly set into swords, so my swords do a lot of damage, but my actual Blox Fruits don't though. So it does a lot of damage. You got let's see, where's this guy at? Where'd he go? You got a nice little grab move. You got magma. And then you also have just a meteor, pretty much. Which I said, for grinding, this is definitely the easiest, the best fruit in the game for grinding. Also, the flight is pretty cool. You can't really see it, but it's like a dragon head. You can't really see it from this perspective. But it does have a mouth and stuff. It's also, because it's elemental, you also have the elemental body as well. So it can't hit you. Let's see, next we have Quake. Which is just, who is it? It's a Whitebeard. It's like one of the bigger bosses in the game, in the main show. You got Fatal Demolisher. I did not show that too well. Hold on, I'll do that again. You got Kamehameha. Okay, here we go. Now I can show it again here. Has a pretty cool little effect on it. And then Seaquake is the biggest AoE in the game. This is easily the biggest attack in the game here. Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. Just summon some tsunamis on people. They're very bad looking because this is a very old fruit, but it's big. It has, for most islands, it allows you to hit every person on the island because it's such a big attack. Quake definitely has a decent move set. Next should be Buddha, I believe, which Buddha is, yeah, big penis. Buddha is easily, well, it's definitely up there for one of the better fruits in the game. But it's funny because not for the fruit itself. The fruit itself is mediocre, but what it does though. So you see me, I'm a man, decently tall man. Everyone's pretty much the same height here. But not anymore. I am now large. And with this, hold on here, I'll show you. My melee is not too big. You know, I feel like right in their face to use my melee. But with Buddha though, I no longer have to be right in their face. Now I can actually just, my range is much larger. So that goes with everything. So like, my swords do a lot more range now. And there's a very powerful glitch with this, where if you are okay, well, first of all, here's my sword. Say it's about normal size, but if you go big, and then raise you shrink, you go down to your sword, it becomes very large. So now you have the mobility as a small person, but you have the range as the Buddha. So it is very good for PvP and for grinding. But the actual moveset for Buddha is not bad. It's outclassed, really. You got a little slam. You got a snipe. And you have Twilight of the Gods, which is a very big move. Which normally does a lot of damage, but again, because I'm a sword main, it doesn't really do as much. You just slam them down. So yeah, Buddha is definitely up there for one of the better fruits in the game. Now we're getting into more of the more overpowered stuff here. Next is Love, which Love is it's very good, but I don't really use it much. You got a Heart Shot, which you just shoot a little explosive heart at people. You got, it's called Cupid Zone, but I always call it a firework because it looks like a firework. Also, you can't really see it, but when people hit you with light, your screen is just like flashing and has hearts all over it, like you're falling in love with somebody. You have irresistible attraction, which pulls people to you in a nice little AoE. And similar to Ghost, but you don't get one here, you get a buddy, which the buddy in this fruit goes a lot better than the Ghost do, because this one can actually use moves and stuff. Yeah, the Go Buddy. You get him. You get him, buddy. And fun thing about this is it actually changes, the avatar themselves actually change the people who are on your friends list. So this is one of my friend's avatars, but if I change it though, it changes how they look to somebody else's on my friends list. Can you stop beating people up for 1 second? I wonder if I can get Sky's character. Hold on. What's that shirt say? What's the shirt say? Shorty said she ain't... Oh, okay, that's fun. Nope. Oh well. But then I'm gonna reset because I messed it up with the buddy. But then you have the flight, which is a very funny one in this. You get a flamingo with hard eyes, which is very good because unlike the other ones, you can actually use your moves while you're on the flamingo. So it allows you to really use the moves a lot better, but you can also use your swords and stuff too. So it gives you a lot more mobility than it does with like the other fruits. Plus, I mean, who doesn't want to ride on a flamingo with heart sunglasses? It's not bad. It's pretty good in PvP. The only issue is as soon as you get hit, you fall off the flamingo. So the people who are good at aiming, it'll take you off pretty quick. Next is Spider, which is my main. Besides light, I use light, shadow, and string. These are definitely my main fruits. And Spider is pretty cool. You got a couple of slashes. You got a big trap, which when they're inside there, they can't really move too well. You got it's called Internal White. I was trying to think like what I can compare it to, but I don't even know. It's just a big old nukes falling on people, and then you just have a literal fucking hyper beam. Which does insane amounts of damage to people. Like there's a really nice combo. Once I get the hyper beam off, I'll show you the combo here. But also your transportation, you turn into Spider-Man. You're now Spider-Man with your transportation. Who would have guessed? Okay, here we go. Now I can show you the combo. You can do this, and there we go. If I was a Blox Fruit main, they would be dead right there because that does insane amounts of damage. Let's see what's next. Next should be Sound, which Sound is only good for one move, and unfortunately that move is very overpowered. So with this one here, you have the tempo meter, which when you get fully sound up, your moves change a little bit, and you also get a speed boost and a defense boost. But your first move is this. Kind of start music notes at people. You got a trumpet or a bass, whatever it is. I don't know. Yeah, we all do. Yeah, the last move is very flashy. If you don't like it, let me know. Or if you can't handle the flash, just let me know, and I won't use it. But this is the move right here. This move is aimbot. It's very strong in PvP because you cannot avoid it. You have to like literally run away to avoid the move, which sucks because it's no fun not having to aim at all. Okay, well this one here is as big as the attack is. It's not even that good. But it is very bright. Very, very bright. But yeah, that sound, it said, okay fruit, but it's only good for one move. Yeah, it's big. It's very bright. Phoenix, which is, again, one of those fruits that are not insane, but if they're in the right hands, it could be very good. This is the awakened version, so the non-awakened would not be as good. But you have cremation cannon, a nice, decently big AoE. You got regeneration flames, which, as you can see, my health is getting down there. Come on, beat me up, guy. Come on. Give me to like 1,000 health. Okay, there we go. Good enough. So here, watch my health here for a second, will you? There we go. Just, there we go. Yeah, that. Okay, there we go. Back to full health. You have the seismic slam. And then you do have a flight, which is not bad, not bad. You got a little dash and stuff. But then you have the transformation of this fruit, which is blazing plumage. Which now the moves are a little bit better. So that cremation cannon, which has the one little burst, now becomes a little bit bigger. The regeneration field is a lot bigger. The slam now puts fire on the ground, which if you have a bad PC, that is going to literally burn your PC as well. And with this, your flight, well, I completely missed it, but it also becomes an attack where you kind of like pull them towards you and you slash them up a little bit. This fruit is very pretty because of the effects it puts, but besides that, it's, again, in the right hands, it could be good. There we go. There's that. Next, I think next is actually dough, which dough is, as I said, the best fruit in the game. No, it's portal. Oh, I hate portal. I hate and I love portal because it is a very useful fruit, but people are so sweaty with this fruit in PvP. You got a nice little slam. You got a parallel escape where they can't see me. So when I use it, they can't see me for a couple seconds. You have World Warp, which, as you might be able to guess, lets me go anywhere in the map. So let's say I want to go back to, let's say I want to go to the ship. There we go, I'm now in the ship. You got a little, it doesn't do any damage, but you got a nice little jump. And then, hold on, I'm gonna go back to the other place first before I do anything. There we go. And this move is the one that makes this fruit so overpowered because you pretty much trap people in here with you, so you can do whatever you want. But then, to make it bad even worse, when you leave, everyone leaves at the same spot. So people will usually set up a trap when you come outside, which makes it very tedious to try dealing with people, because that move comes back so quickly. Like, you'll be able to see that cooldown is very short. So people can just keep doing that over and over and over and over and over until you're dead. And the last one is just, who would have guessed, it's portals, which zaps people when they go through it. And there we go, that's portal. Let's see, what's next? Rumble. Okay, now Rumble is definitely one of the stronger fruits in the game, especially for a sword main like myself, because this has a lot of stunning and a lot of attack. Plus with this you get 3 like little dashes. So it's good for mobility. First one here you got Lightning Beast. Just a nice little projectile. This one here you got. Oh no, he's coming towards me. Oh geez, what am I gonna do? There we go, just stun him. There we go. You can just smite him. And then you have before with Flame. If you remember Flame, Flame had like the Hell's Core, that big charge. Yeah, this is just that on crack. A little bit bigger. Which, again, if I was a fruit main, that does a lot of damage, as you might be able to guess. And because it's lightning, it's also elemental, so they also can't hit me. Let's see, what is next now? Next, Pain. Which, Pain is... The name speaks for itself. This fruit is Pain. This is easy. This is, as I said before, Falcon is definitely one of the worst. This is the worst. For being a legendary fruit, this is the most underwhelming fruit in the game. You got Heavy Pain. Wow, look at that. Look at that. It's so amazing. You got Pain Barrage. you got Pain Nuke. And literally the only good move on its fruit is the other one that doesn't have pain in it. It's literally just called Torture. And what this does is, you can't see it from my perspective, but when I hit somebody, they take damage over time, and their screen is now completely black. Yeah, originally this was the paw fruit. That's why it looks like that. But Torture just makes their screen completely black and flash like a little bit of red, like kind of like a heartbeat. But it's literally the only good only good ability on this fruit. This is easily the worst in the game. But, you know, it looks funny, though. Let's see, what is next? What is next? Blizzard, okay. Blizzard is just kind of just ice on crack. You have shurikens, which have a little bit of range. You got a tornado, which you can kind of control. You got a tornado. You got a tornado, which you just keep on running people over with this. But then you have, if you ever saw it, you got a domain expansion. If you ever watched Jujutsu Kaisen, just a domain expansion of just ice. And again, because it's an elemental, they can't hit me. There we go. The flight is not very good, but it's very good because it can really trap people in here. Like when they're getting hit by this, they can't really do too much. So it's not bad. The poor man. Okay, let's see. What is next? What is next? What is next? We're getting towards the end here, so we're almost done. This is Gravity. This is another one of the ones that are considered to be like one of the worst in the game, but I personally like Gravity. You got a pretty decent pushback. Knocks him back pretty far. You got a Meteor, which I completely missed. Don't mind my aim. My aim is just kind of bad. You got Meteor Rain. Who would have guessed? It drops meteors. And then Boulder Flight, which actually has a really cool little trait. So if I'm sitting here on this ground, you'll see it turns into a rock. But say I go up here where it's real snowy, If I use it up here, it gives me snow instead. It changes the rock you're flying on depending on what you're standing on. So if I'm standing down here on water, or the ice, I guess, it'll pick up the ice. There we go. And there's, like I said, there's a nice combo with this where if you use the rain and this, it's a nice little combo. And if I was using the fruits, the fruit stat, that would most certainly be killing a lot of people. But again, gravity is not one of the bad ones. Mammoth. Here we go. Here is like the first like good transformation fruit. Like we had, rubber and falcon, but this is like the first like good transformation. You got ancient cutter. Quake, sure. Let's see, Quake. This is gonna be the awakened version, so if you get it normally, it would not be quite as good. But you have Fatal Demolisher, which is the first move. It's really good for setting up some combos. You got, as I called it, the Kamehameha. It's a ball of just, I guess, lightning, whatever it is. A pretty big AoE. It's a decent range. It's kind of like the Heaven and Earth from Superhuman. Then you have a very big AoE, like I said, it's the tsunamis that come in. Which in PvP it could be pretty good because people probably wouldn't expect it to just suddenly come out of nowhere. But like I said, it's a pretty good combo starter. You could do some pretty interesting things with it. But where did I leave off at? I think what did we do? Mammoth. That's right, Mammoth. Oh, come on. Why does it take so long to scroll down? So with this one here, I said this transformation changes the moves. So this is like the untransformed version. You got Ancient Cutter. Just a kind of a bit of a slash. You got Prehistoric Crush or Punt. You kind of run them over and throw them up into the air. You got Colossal Crusher. Kind of like the Punt, but instead of going up, you slam them down into the ground. And with this, the base transformation, nice little jump. But then you transform, and it gets a little bit crazier. Your jump now turns into a stampede, which same with Blizzard. It just pulls them with you. Which again, people who aren't prepared for it could really mess them up. You got the better version of the first move. You got the Punt, which I missed, but it does pretty the same thing. And with this, you also get clicks as well, like a melee attack, which is very good because it has a lot of range on it. I'm just going down the line, so whatever's next is next. Like I said, leopard, I'll be getting the leopard though here. Next is going to be T-Rex, which is one of my favorite transformation fruits. It's just a really cool thing. Like I said, you have a bar with this one where you have to be like max fury to actually use it. It's a lot easier to get on people, but NPCs also work. You got a tail swipe, which just kind of knocks back. You got a screech, which this T-Rex is mostly known for this move. It's kind of like Quake and everything, because it really is a nice combo starter. So like, you have Hunter's Rage, which is kind of this little dash forward and slashing and stuff. But like I was saying, that move is really good for starting combos. Oh, of course he went in the water. You got a little leap. But then you got the transformation, which What's cool about this one is when you attack them, the further away you are from them, it puts a damage over time, and the further you're away from them, the more that does. So people who are trying to run away from you are less likely to be able to get away because you're still hurting them as they're running away. But you got the tail swipe, which is now a lot bigger. You got the roar, which because now with the damage over time, it does even more damage. Hey, a fruit spawned in. You got just a grab and slam them down, just start ripping them up. Then your leap is a little bit better. A little bit, not insanely better, but a little bit. Let's see, what's next? I believe leopard actually should be next, unless I'm thinking, or it might be doe actually. If it's doe, that'd be pretty cool. Let's see, is it doe? It's either doe or leopard, I think. Yeah, it's doe. Okay. Which doe, for some reason, is an elemental fruit, so that means it can't hurt you. Which I guess kind of makes sense. Your body's just made out of. Hey, I guess I don't. What even is it? Is it like mochi? I hate that sound. That sound does not does not sound right. But with this one here, this is the awakened version, so you do have a click. Which what is cool about this is the hockey color. It changes. So you see how like when I don't have that on, the fists are white. But if I use my hockey, the fists become purple or blue, depending on the color. It is not a very good sound. But considering it's mochi, but don't let that deter you from this. This fruit has fucking bazooka, which has insane range apparently. You have just a spike, which is pretty cool. That actually changes depending on whether you're on the ground or in the air. We have here's the transportation. Actually, I'll go see if I can go find that fruit real quick. The sound effects for funnies are pretty funny. Is that gonna be Skull Island? It's looking like Skull Island. Okay. Oh well, never mind. Somebody already picked it up. We're going back. I will turn this donut around. That's because I have the Kitsune, hockey on, so it goes between blue and purple. You get that, like from the shrine part. But like I was saying, this one here changes if you're in the air. So when you're in air, it does that instead, which is very good for certain combos. And then you have the piercing clothesline, which in the anime is called what is it? It's Buzz Kill or something like that. Like this is to other people that move is very annoying. But then you just have die. In PvP, this fruit is very, very strong. If people know how to combo it, like this is easily the strongest fruit in the game. Which there's one combo that I know people do. I'm gonna try doing it myself. I don't use this fruit, so I won't be able to do it probably. Okay, yep, I missed. But it's pretty much that. You slam them down like that, and then you just run them over. Yeah, it is very, very good. It should not do as much AoE as it has. Leopard, I think, is one that one's coming up here. Oh, Shadow. Shadow is underrated, man. Shadow is easily one of the most underrated fruits in this game. Because you can do so much with the stuff on it. First of all, you got a nice little flight, which does that. Actually, hold on. Before I do anything, I am going to zoom out my screen so I can actually show you things better. Oh, come on. There we go. Now I can do stuff. Shadow Exit is one of my main fruits, so I know how to use Shadow pretty well. It's very tedious scrolling down. So with Shadow, you have a meter where the higher the meter is, the more damage you do, and the more you can do with your fruit. So like I said, you have that nice little, um, just a little combo thing. You got Shade's Nest, which is like a little bomb that when it goes off, it sends a whole bunch of little projectiles out. So it's good to actually aim at the ground and not the person, because then projectiles are actually gonna hit the people. So like say right here, I'm gonna aim right here, and that hits the people. And with the nightmare leech, that's good because let's say you're low. There you go. One little attack gives you like 25% of your health back. You have like, the main good thing of Shadow, which is the domain expansion, which you could do. They're really trapped in here. Like people who, besides Portal, they cannot get out of this. So you could just beat them up however you want to. So like if you pair that with the Umbrage, the Dragon, with like the Dragon Trident, or you use even Soul Guitar, that does so much. It should not do as much as it should. Hold on, I'm gonna show it real quick, just because I want you to see how good this is. If I can find, there's Soul Guitar. So if you do something like this, they are dead. They are not getting out of that. There's not really much they can do. If you like Venom's domain, you should definitely try. You should definitely try Shadow, because this is it's very underrated in my opinion. Yeah, there is a lot of swords in the game. Next is going to be Venom. Hey, you were just talking about Venom. I'm okay with Venom. I don't really use it much, so I can't really say how good or bad it is. You got little bullets. You got the noxious shot, which I think this has. I think that has aimbot or like homing, if I'm wrong. You got COVID. Hold on. Sorry, sir. You got COVID. You just go up and cough in her face. And then you got Snake. Like the old virtual game, you got Snake. But what's cool about Venom, which the other person I imagine probably will know, is the less health you have, the faster the flight is. So say I'm a lot lower health. There we go. Now that is a lot faster. It gives people the incentive to run away from every fight, which is why I don't like Venom. But similar to T-Rex and all that, this has a transformation which is very goofy looking. This is a very goofy looking goofy looking transformation. But it's not bad though. It makes the bullets a lot bigger. Your noxious shot is a lot bigger. The toxic fog, which he was talking about, now just turns into another domain expansion, which is it's not as good as like Shadow. With the serpent one, but especially when you're transformed, this turns into like a Hydra, and the little heads that go around, they target people. So that's pretty good. They need to rework Venom. Like the moves are okay, but it needs like a visual rework, because you don't even have any clicks or anything. Just like imagine being able to just slash people. That'd make it a lot better. Before I go to the next fruit. Sorry, sir. You got COVID now. Let's see. I don't actually know what's after Venom. Oh, no! Get off me! I'm trying to change my fruit. Yeah, let's not give somebody a permanent love. That would not be too good. Control. Okay, this is not a very good fruit, but this is one of my favorites just because of the fact of what you could do with it. Which I am actually gonna go back to the main spot, like the main area, so I can show it off. Okay, so with this is control, and with this, similar to like Falcon and Diamond, you gotta have this room up to actually be able to do anything. But with this, you can pick up ground, you could throw it at people, or you could pick up objects and throw them at people. And depending on the object, the explosion will be bigger. So say if I go down here and I spawn in the biggest boat I can, which would probably be, I think, I believe it would be this one, the Sentinel. Which, you could pick this up, and you could throw this at people. Which is a very large explosion. Or it could just, can I use this? Well, that usually doesn't happen. There we go, there's the explosion. I'm not sure why it didn't explode the first time. But, with the other moves, you got Echo Knife, which is just pretty funny to see. And then you have Gamma Rush, which is a very good ability, because it is another very large attack. And plus you get a whole ass cutscene as well. So, man, they are not doing that core too much damage. I wonder if I could actually get over there and... Oh, never mind. There it goes. Okay, now it's going down. Never mind. Next is Spirit, which... I like Spirit just because of the fact that you got, you could summon things in. Like, it allows you to summon... So, on the right side of the screen where it says Spirits, if you do the blue one, they're like, friendly, which that heals you, and there's a little pig that gives you speed boost. But if you do red, they're... offensive, and they hurt people. And it's funny. Some of the things you can get are pretty funny. Like you got a little tree that poisons people. You got a tree that traps people. There actually is a little trick. I'm not sure if you know it or not. I'll show you here in a second with the cocoa fruit, with the cocoa sword, where it actually buffs the cocoa sword. Okay, where's the other ones? I can't... Can I not get the other ones? Okay, there's the frog. The frog eats people. He pulls them in and just eats them. Can I get the pig? And I cannot get the pig. There it goes. There's the little pig. The pig gives you speed boost. So the stars heal you, the pigs give you a little speed boost. And there's one of these attacks that you might be able to see do not look like the others. Like you got just a little freeze. You got a little burn. It's not bad. It's not bad. You got just a bigger explosion. Then you just have fucking ends of time. Which does not fit that at all, I don't feel like. Like that move does not fit in there. Plus you can also just fly around on the little spirits as well. Let's see, I wanted to show you real quick the cocoa sword. Yeah, I don't know. The core was not going down. I never saw the core actually heal itself. But just to show you here real quick. The cocoa sword. Where is the cocoa? There it is, cocoa. It has the injection shot, which normally doesn't go too far, but when you have control on, the electric jab or injection shot goes as far as your little bubble does. So if I'm over here and somebody's over there, say for example that little NPC down there, it goes as far as the domain does. So you could smite people with a sword with control. Instead they get close to you. Nope, I'm over here now. Or oh, they're over here. Oh, I'm over here again. Unfortunately, I don't think it buffs the other move. I don't think. I might be wrong. No, okay, it doesn't. But it's just it's a nice little combo. It's a pretty cool little thing you can combine it with. And I think next is actually leopard, like the guy I wanted to see earlier. Yep, there's leopard. Dragon is really good, but because they're reworking it right now, I can't actually use it or I can't buy it or anything, unfortunately. But with leopard here, you got uh, finger revolver, which is just okay. Yeah, I got you. You got the finger revolver, which is just a bunch of little bullets that most likely you're not going to hit anybody because the spread on it is very bad. It's very bad. You got spiraling kick. If I could actually hit people, it would send them up in the air. You got after image assault. Again, a nice little just little dash forward and stuff. You have body flicker. It's a nice little teleportation. And then you got the furry transformation. It's such a good. It's so bad looking, dude. Compared to like Mammoth and T-Rex, this is such a bad transformation. It's so ugly. But now with this, you could punch people. Yeah, you, come here, come here. just the sound that it makes. Just beating the fuck out of people. But removes are pretty much similar. Just the only one that changed, I think, is the after image assault, which I think is the only one that changes. Because after you're done with it, you become on fire, and it makes you slightly faster. He looks like JoJo because that's my character's hair on here for some reason. But the leopard is the only reason I like leopard is because of the sound effect it makes. Just beating people up. In the game where just people were just all this stuff, you just got this sound effect to just insert punch noise. Oh, I already killed him. Okay. I think next is Kitsune, which Kitsune is bad. It killed the game. This fruit is so overpowered that it killed the game so quickly. So with this one here, okay, Kitsune is not as bad as people think it is. If it wasn't for people who can run away, Kitsune obviously makes you a lot faster. Also, the M1s, I'm not sure if you can see or not. When I hit somebody with the M1, they take damage over time because you're like burning them. It's very little, but it does burn them. You got the accursed enchantment, little embers. They're pretty cool. You got a buzzsaw. Pretty cool. The Foxfire distribution. The reason that Kitsune is overpowered. Just a literal nuke. Keep that in mind. And then you have just a little dash. But the reason why Kitsune is so overpowered is because of this. As you can see, I'm already quite fast. But then, if you pair that with, where is it here? If you pair that with this item right here, the pilot helmet. Yeah, this is not fair. You just run away. You can't do anything about it. You can see, compared to that guy right there, how much faster I am. There is no need for it to be this fast. Just to show you, that's T-Rex right there. And keep in mind, I'm not a Blox Fruit main. Or nor do I use this fruit. But that move right there alone. Yeah, T-Rex is definitely gonna win this. I do not use this fruit at all. But there is a nice little combo. Like I said, I'm a sword main, so I prefer to use swords. Why am I using Coca? Oh, that's right, I was showing it off. I was showing it off before. I'd never used Coca before, I don't think. Yeah, I've never used Coca before. I don't know what it does. Yep. Okay, there we go. Now I should be okay now. Goodbye. There we go. Angel before is so overpowered. It's such a good thing. And like I said, it makes people bow to you. Plus, this is damage resistance, healing, and plus you also get flight too, which is just built in with any fruit. A flying kitsune, but you never saw that one coming. Hey, can I actually fly? Nope. I don't even need to fly. I'm faster just doing this. But anyway, what I was saying though was now with the transformation here, it is even worse because the moves are significantly better than they were beforehand. So the little embers from before now turn into a nuke. The little buzzsaw turns into that. Your nuke is now significantly bigger. And the wild assault does a lot more damage. And the person said he wanted to see what? He wanted to see Phoenix. Yeah, the actual Kitsune model is okay, but it's definitely not as good as like Mammoth. It doesn't it kind of looks a bit goofy. But Phoenix though is there it is. Phoenix has an awakening, so mine's gonna be a little bit better than it normally would be. A normal Phoenix is not good at all, not at all. But this is the normal flight. You don't have to hold it anymore, and you can control it however you want. You get M1s, which are not good. Don't think, oh, because that's M1s is good for grinding. It's not. It's not good. I actually had to change a move on here because I have the healing unawakened. When it's awakened, the healing heals you more, but damages people who are inside the bubble. So I'll awaken that just so you can see what it looks like. Hey, Kitsune. Also, there's a fun little thing with Kitsune, is if you have an allied person, they can actually ride on the back of you. So, like say you're a Kitsune, they can actually ride on the saddle. But with this now, you got Cremation Cannon. It's a nice little explosion. You also have like Raining Fire, which is not bad, but it does not do any damage though. Oh, he's back. Yeah, there's nothing I could do about that. Kitsune, Kitsune maybe I could have fought him, but not with Phoenix though. This is the transformation. The reason I'm showing it off now is because the cremation cannon does change. With it, becomes a lot bigger because you shoot more out. Your flight now becomes another attack. The normal healing move, which is now called Blue Flames, now also damages people on top of healing you. So you just push people along with it. Is he trying to attack me? Oh yeah, he is. Kitsune is not bad, but with me having a sword main right now, there's no way I'm gonna win. There's no way I'm gonna beat him. But I would be upset if I do not try. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. Where'd he go? I can't see. I can't. Nope. Yeah, it doesn't. I can't do that. My energy's running low. I can't do anything against him. Look at his energy. Mine's even his even lower than mine. Okay, well, yeah, there really is. Phoenix is just okay. There's a couple nice little combos, but for the most part, it's nothing special. And what? Come here, dragon. Come here. Come here. Where is he? Oh, that's right. I can't hold my moves from the. Come here. Come here. I can't do anything. Yeah, I'm not winning that. Bow! Come here. You, come here. Aw, he's running away. Yeah, but I believe that's all the fruits, though. If there's any special ones you want to see to the person watching, I can show them off to you. But most of the other stuff is just swords, which some of them are most of them are mediocre. But I'll show the ones that I like. You got is it this one? I think yeah, I think it's this one here. You got some nice little. Okay, no, this is not the one. Nice little hurricane. He was coming after me. That's his own fault. You got what else do I like? I like Pole V2 is not bad. You can just smite people. Nice little trap and stuff. You got the thing I got yesterday, which I love so much, the Fox Lamp. The Fox Lamp is easily the coolest thing in the game. Let's look at that attack. You can't say that's not cool. And you got a fucking flamethrower. Which I like to combo it with where's it at? The Kitsune Ribbon, because it gives you a hybrid build. Which right now, like I said, my stats right now are kind of all over the place. And the reason for that is because with the Kitsune Ribbon, it gives you like 2,500 energy, so you don't need to have max energy. So you can kind of mix it however you want to. So like I said, I have mostly sword, but I also do have some in Blox Fruits, which is enough to do some fights. Plus with V4, you immediately max everything out anyway. So, but that Cursed Dual Katana, one of the hardest things to get in this game. It's not bad either. It does a lot of damage. I probably should have showed that, huh? Especially with some of these, like some of the cursed swords in the game, you get like a special effect on them when they're in the hockey. It's pretty nice. Nice little trail and explosion. You kidding me? I had the Dark Blade. I don't have the triple Dark Blade though. The Dark Blade it would just be this with 3 of them instead. Which it changes the way you walk and run, which I like. This run animation is so much better than a regular one. This just looks goofy. You have 1,000 slices, which does not feel like 1,000 slices, and you have a dark air slash. It's just a nice little throw. That is not 1,000 slashes at all. Not even significantly close to it. The Hollow Scythe I like, because the Hollow Scythe is very good for sword mains, because it has a pretty cool little thing. So you're going to see, if I use that move, it does 4,526. But now, because he is below half health, actually I'm going to kill him. So because this guy is at half health, 5,282. So if they're below half health, the Soul Execution actually does double damage. Or, well, not double, more damage. Which is very good. So for a sword main, this fruit is insane. So like you can do something like with Dark. Which, as I said before, Dark is a very good pulling in and combo starting fruit. Because it allows you to really stun people. So say I use Dark. That. And they're pretty much would be dead. You think second C is big? Here, I'll show you third C real quick. Third C is a lot bigger than second C, which I think you have to get to level 1,500 if I remember right. But third C is a lot bigger than second C. Which I already got most things in the game, but I'll see what I could find. I'll see if there's something I could do real quick here. So this is obviously where you spawn. It's just a nice little spawning area. These guys have Whitebeard's sword, but non-awakened. So it's like the little like basic attacks on it. Got the little slashes, and they also have like the little thunder dome thing. I unfortunately don't have this Sark Anchor. I had the magnet for it, but then I died because I was lagging. Okay, see ya. I just wanted to show it off. I wanted to show the game off, so thanks for coming in and just checking it out for a bit. The where would it be here? Tiki Outpost is where you got to go. But just for example, this is one island. Okay, keep in mind that this is one island compared to like the second sea and the third sea and stuff. I'm gonna use love just because I like it a little bit. Nice observation fruit. Here we go. This is one island. This island is massive. There's also a bunch of little secrets and puzzles here and stuff. This is mostly where people PvP at. Like that's like the main area over there. This is just there's a lot to do in the third sea. Like there's a lot of swords you can get, a lot of quests to do. Let's see. What is special about third sea here? You know what? I just out of curiosity. Yeah, there is a lot to grind here, but the NPCs give a lot more XP here though. So also there's a lot of hackers here. Like you'll be doing whatever you're doing, and you're gonna run into a bunch of hackers. Oh yeah, best fruit in the game. Oh yeah. Can't even store it. You know what? Whoever finds this is gonna be very lucky. They just got easily the best fruit in the game. You're welcome. Castle of the Sea. You can also get my favorite sword here, which is the Dark Dagger, because it's just such a goofy looking thing. The cross you put on you is actually the sword. It's just a little dagger, but it is a very good little dagger though, because the moves combo and they do a lot of damage. I'll see if I can show it off real quick here. And after this, I will have to go because I got lunch, so my lunch is here. Let's go to Chocolate. Hey, there's the person grinding. This, for example, like the shaming slash teleports behind the people. And there we go. Almost 8,000 damage just from 2 moves of a sword. The moves are just not bad. Like there's nothing really too special about them, but I just like it. It's a funny little thing. You just don't expect people to be whipping out a dagger. Okay, well, I'm not sure if you just found my channel just from looking around or if you found it by looking something up, but thanks for tuning in, though. It's always interesting to find some new faces hanging around here. And I hope you have a good one.